Welcome back, everyone. Spokane native Steve Gleason's nonprofit group, Team Gleason, strives to improve the lives of people with ALS and other neurodegenerative diseases.
Yeah, Blair Casey with Team Gleason is in town right now to thank supporters of the Gleason Golf Classic. It's a critical local fundraiser that supports Team Gleason's mission. I caught up with Blair about the importance of the Spokane support and more. How strong is the Spokane contingent supporting Team Gleason?
There's a very strong presence here in Spokane. You know, Steve lives in New Orleans, but he always says, my heart is in the Pacific Northwest, you know, specifically Spokane. So the Gleason Classic, the Gleason Fest have been a huge part of revenue for the Gleason Initiative Foundation, so that we're able to basically increase our program services every year.
For people who don't understand exactly what Team Gleason does, what do you tell them?
So we specialize in technology, specifically communication devices that allow people with ALS to continue to communicate, be productive with their eyes when their body doesn't move anymore. We also help people with specialized equipment and send people on life-changing adventures. So when you're diagnosed with ALS, you don't want the disease to run its course. We want these people to go out, live their lives, be adventurous, and touch people while they do it.
A big deal for Team Gleason recently was the permanent passage of the Steve Gleason Act. Why is that such a big deal?
And what it does is it gives people with ALS benefit of having Medicare supplement their communication devices. So with the Steve Gleason Act, 80% of the device is covered by Medicare, and the remaining 20% is responsible by the individual or secondary insureds, and also Team Gleason helps support that balance. So it's a huge victory seeing that Steve Gleason Act will be there forever, and we don't have to worry about it, and the ALS community doesn't have to worry about it, which is one less thing that's on their plate.
Yeah, prior to that, people who, they just couldn't afford it. They couldn't afford to communicate anymore. And I think that's hard for people to fathom.
Try it. Try not speaking. You know what I mean? Try being confined to a chair and not being able to talk to anybody, not being able to communicate with the world. These devices are people's outlet. This gives them anything that they could possibly have. I mean, having a voice is something that every human being deserves.
So we know Steve has a connection to the Inland Northwest. Have you created a connection here too?
I have. So I came up here the first time in 2012 with Steve. We drove from New Orleans to Coeur d'Alene. And honestly, I did not know the beauty that existed here. I mean, it is the cleanest, most pristine, most gorgeous place, honestly, that I've ever been. And I've been in a lot of places with Steve.
Team Gleason always working on something. What's the next big thing?
We have a few things in the pipeline. We're very excited about 2018 and 2018. You know, we always looked at technology, the communication devices, independence. How can we push that envelope? And in 2018, we are providing home automation. So it's another added layer of independence. So an individual with ALS using their communication device, they can control their environment. They can change their turn on and turn off their lights, change their TV, turn on a fan, change the thermostat. These small things that we quote unquote think are luxuries, again, think about not being able to do that.
Making strides.
I tell you what,
yeah.
It's just amazing what's going on.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting what's on the horizon for Team Gleason. Also, the organizers of the Gleason Golf Classic are always looking for more people to support that local event. It's a huge fundraiser for Team Gleason. It's a fun day of golfing and raising money for a great cause. Also, Gleason Fest comes every summer, and that's a big concert festival which also raises money.
It's a beautiful golf course, and boy, everybody from everywhere comes together for that.
Yeah, and it helps people locally, so
you bet.
it's a big deal.